Look what we got here. A couple wire strippers that I'm gonna go and do a quick little review and demonstration with. These are the Kaiweets multifunction wire stripper. This one is more of like a ratcheting type. This is more of like your basic wire stripper here, spring loaded with your multiple sizes in the middle right there. This came in a set with multiple connections and some zip ties. And this kit is the KWS 302. You could get the tool by itself as well if you don't want the whole set. This is my first ratcheting type wire stripper. I'm used to just using basic wire strippers like these. So this will be my first time trying these out on actual wire. These also have a crimper down here at the bottom, and it's got a cutter right here in the middle. So this not only strips, but it crimps and cuts. These ones only have the cutter at the top, strips in the middle, and it's got teeth for pulling right here at the bottom. I think this one would have been really great if it had a crimp point up here to do crimps, kind of like the Carlisle multi-crimper tool that's small like this, but it's got a couple for wire stripping, and it's got the crimper as well and cutter. I actually really like this because I like the offset that cutter has, and it's small, almost like a precision cutter here, unlike your dikes that are a little bit more pyramid tipped. This one's a little bit more narrower to get into tight spots, maybe do more precision cuts, and it's light and it's small. So perfect wire stripper cutter for like a controls guy, I would say, especially in the HVAC side, controls or doing fire life safety stuff and data communication installs or wiring. This is a great tool that I would recommend probably using. Like I said, this is my first time with this, so we'll try it out. This one, model number, it's not listed on here. Oh, it's the KWS 112 is the model number for this one, and this is labeled as a multifunction wire stripper. So let's see about this guy. I know it's got an adjustment right here, has a positive and negative for your grip here as it grips down for bigger size wire. This guy right here is your adjustment length for the wire. So on here it's got wire strip size, so if you push this out, you can see it's got 1/4 inch all the way to 1/2 inch, so you could do how much you want to strip by using this stopper. If you don't want to use a stopper, you push it all the way out and you can just pit it down like that, and you can pit whatever you want all the way through. If not, you go when it's all the way out, you just kind of, it's got a spring right here at the bottom, so you can kind of push it back to whatever size you want. These feel really heavy duty. It doesn't feel very weak or brittle as a hand tool. Same thing with these. These feel pretty solid. So as you can see here, the idea of this is it grips down on the wire here, and this other end is a cutter. I'm gonna just show you. I got wire sitting in here. So as you feed it through here, see it's at the stopper. I'm trying to get that lined up. See the teeth in the back, and then you got the cutter right there in the front. And as you go and push, that's gripping, and this is cutting through. just like that. Now you got a perfect wire strip right there. So that was a little over the 1/4 inch. I think it's almost 1/2 inch. And there's your about 1/2 inch wire. And then let's see how well these can cut. See, I'll just do a quick trim. Nice solid straight cut. Cut through some insulation. Cut it pretty good. So cutter works okay. I got a different wire here that we're going to try out. I got a typical your 12-2 setup Romex. I got some, I think this is 5 conductor shielded thermostat wire. This is only 2 conductor shielded wire for somewhat high low voltage stuff. And then this is just basic 12 gauge wire here. This is stranded, of course Romex. This is going to be solid. Cut that off. Cutter seems to okay. Let's try some Romex here real quick. Let's see if I could just, let's try the cutter first. See how this cuts. Oh yeah, let's okay, cut that wire. Now I don't expect this thing to cut all the way through. I mean, this is, you got a heavy gauge sleeve, and then you got the insulation, and that's not that, you know, if I had some linesmans, I mean, you should be able to cut through that pretty easy, but I don't expect this to do that. You should be able to just separate your wiring, cut as needed, and then there you go, like that. So like on here, what I kind of like about these is that instead of trying to trim this back and cut it with a knife, or trying to get your other wire stripper on here to try to cut back on the sleeve, you know, while you're trying to get these wires out. This cut pretty decent. There you go. What you can do with these, so we'll hit that button, move that out of the way, and I'll just feed this all the way through. Let's see. I don't know. What do you say about right there? Let's see. There, just split that jacket open like that. And you can just take it off. And there you go. Now you got your wires exposed. Put it right there. We'll just do, fuck it, let's try doing 2 at a time. Let's see. If I want to do 2 strips one time here. Line this up. So I just did 2 strips at one time. This one's a little longer. I didn't use the stop. If you would have used the stop, you would have cut them both at the same length. But I just winged it, but I was able to strip both at the same time. So that's what I think this stripper could come in really handy is if you're doing a lot of wire work and you already know what you need to cut, what size, you have your sizing up. I mean, I just fit 2 12-gauge wires in here. Boom, stripped it in one shot. Instead of doing 1 by 1, you can do multiples. And that's pretty cool. I don't think I'd be carrying this in my troubleshooting bag. It's a little too big, bulky. I'd rather carry this guy right here. Smaller, make the bag lighter, you can get in and out. But for install work, I would probably put this in a tool bag and just make, you know, you're gonna be doing wiring all day, you might as well get something that's gonna be easy on the hands, quick, fast, perfect cut, crimps and strips. And I could see stripping these, it's not nicking any of the wiring internally, which sometimes happens when you strip with, say, strippers like these. Sometimes if you're not careful, you don't strip correctly. So this is 12, we'll put 12 here. That was a perfect strip. I don't see any tensions or anything. Sometimes, you guys know, stripping wire and you accidentally get a little bit of nick on your wiring as you're stripping. You're not supposed to have that. You're not supposed to connect that into anything with, because technically your wiring is damaged and that could cause some issues down the road. But when you're in the heat of time, you're on a roof and it's 100 degrees and you just got to get your equipment up and going, and you're just stripping shit and plugging in and turning things on, you're not worrying about if you nicked a couple little fucking wires in the middle. You're just stripping, you're connecting, and you're going. Everyone wants to be perfect, but this is not a perfect world. Out here in the real world, it's not perfect on these roofs or working in a mechanical room. Equipment's down, you got to get back up and running. You're not inspecting how well you're stripping wire. So I think these are pretty cool. Like I said, I wouldn't carry these in my go-to bag. I would put these in an install bag. These guys, 30-degree angle is really cool. And then I like the spring load on here. Like I said, only if they had right here, this gap, they need to put a crimp tool, that way you can crimp. Let's try some of this wire. I believe this is 5 conductors. Let's try this real quick. So like on this, it's you might not be able to feed it from the back. Slide it in here, just there you go, like that. Just like that. Pull off your sleeve, perfect cut. Now you gotta remove your, well, here's your pull string. Move your shield. Expose your wires here. How many we got here? We got 6 actually. Yes, we have 6 wires here. So let me see if I can strip all 6, and I'll size it here. Let's see if I can line these all up. I don't know if I'll be able to hit all of them. I don't think they're all flat. Let's try it. Yeah, no. Let's see if I can try 3. Those were nicked. Have to redo those. I mean, if you can figure this out and get it going where you could strip them all, then good for you. I'm just doing it at the moment to try to see if I can just do it and wing it. Yeah, see, I got the 3. You gotta line them up nice and perfect on there. They were kind of stacked on top of each other when I did it, but those are 3 perfect strips right there. I don't see no wire damage, anything. This is thermostat wire, like I said. This is low gauge. And I haven't messed with the adjuster really, I tightened it a little bit, but not all the way. So far I've been doing 12 gauge. I just did this all in the one setting, and it's been stripping okay. So haven't been. What is this? 8? I think I got some 8 gauge right here. So here's a little bit thicker stuff. Let's see how it cuts. Yeah, not too bad. Let me see if it. So yeah, trying to feed it in there, it's kind of a little tough. So you're gonna have to kind of feed it from the front, like that, and then line it up with the stopper, as you can see. That took 2 hands on the 8 gauge there, but got that. No nick, no damaged wire, perfect strip. Plug right in, good to go. And these are only late. It's showing it's only for 10 gauge, I believe. Yeah, 10 to 24. And this is 8. So we just went a little bit above the capacity for these, and I was able to strip 8 gauge. So not bad. These are actually not very expensive wire strippers. So as someone who's starting out in the trade and you need a whole kit, this is perfect set for you. For seasoned guys who want something good, not super expensive, something a little different, this is perfect too. And then of course seasoned guys, you want to do install work, strip a lot of wire, be that perfect technician, and have the perfect strips and crimps. This is a great inexpensive tool, I would say, for the price and the money. I know Klein and other tool manufacturers make a ratcheting type tool, but I have this one, and this is the one I'm doing. Like I said, this is my first one. I don't have any other Klein ratchet types, or I know Kaiweets makes one too. Theirs looks like a little gun, but this style is my first one, and I crimp these. I mean, I keep saying crimp. I strip these no problem. So I think these are really good. I'm probably gonna put this for my install stuff, and then I'll probably end up putting these in my troubleshooting bag, just because they're nice and small and narrow. But yeah, these are the Kaiweets multifunction wire stripper. I would say these should be called multifunction ratcheting stripper. But yeah, these can be bought on Amazon. There's a couple other links that I'll put that you can probably buy these from. But of course, anytime I get a new tool, anything, I'm a tool guy, just like anybody else. And I like going over them. If I think they're really interesting, I'll do a little video on them or whatnot. And I just like having different tools, trying different tools out, seeing what's the best, what's not the best. Like I said, these feel pretty solid, so I don't think you're gonna have an issue with these breaking on the roof. You know, I don't know about how long the cutter is gonna last, or in there, that almost looks like a razor blade in there, how long these will last. But if these are only $15 or $20, these last you, say, 3 years. I mean, you definitely got your money's worth. Something with a tool that's able to get you precise strips and can cut. I mean, what else do you want? So, but yeah, that's it for these 2 wire strippers. Did a quick little demonstration. Hope you guys liked it. See you on the next one.